Good morning, everybody. So I'm going to try something a little different because of the fact that my windshield mount broke. That also means that my primary narration mount broke. So normally, if I'm going to do a face-on view, I just flip the camera around and shoot video. Well, that's not available. My only other mounts, one is above my head looking at the passenger seat. It's specifically there for Hershey shots. Gives great audio. No question there, but it doesn't give you much of a view. The other side of the cab, I've got another mount that looks at the driver's seat for the same purpose. It doesn't give great audio. My third mount is on the front of the top bunk.
Warning, hazmat violation.
Ignore that.
Turn left onto Western Gate Road.
I'm not driving into residential. No. So,
Turn first right onto Cannon Road. Warning, hazmat violation.
now, my third mount is on the front of the top bunk.
Turn left onto
It can barely hear me. My fourth mount is above my pillows, looking to the passenger side, specifically for Hershey lap shots. There's a cupboard between me and that mount. It doesn't pick me up at all. So, what I'm going to try and do is I've got the GoPro mounted to the top of the bunk. I got you on here. Gonna see if I can do a picture-in-picture. See if I can finagle this until I can afford a new windshield mount, which I've already priced one out. A much nicer one. But because it's a much nicer one, it's a little pricey. So we're in LaPorte, Texas. Just came off for reset. Right now we're headed up to Fort Worth, Texas. Pick up a load. I'm bobtail. Got about a 4-hour drive to go pick up an empty. And then we're gonna go to Americold, pick up our load. From there, we're going to Kinloch, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis. There's some changes coming. I finally afforded the media mod for my GoPro. So, here in the next week, I'm going to have better audio coming off GoPro. See if we can start making things sound better. While I was on my reset, I got a couple of videos corrected. Just going back through videos that I had scheduled to post, and I found a couple of videos that had some serious errors in them. So I corrected those. Then I went to work on my intro. I've been working on building a new intro. I've put out a couple episodes that pilot the intro as I do some edits. I think I pretty much got it finalized at this point. But y'all won't see it until middle of May. At this point, I've got videos scheduled out through May 6th. And have footage
turning first right onto Bay Area Boulevard.
That will carry me through the beginning of June. Because I got footage set up so far out, allows me to start focusing on quality more than quantity. And that's my focus. So, since I got about a 5-hour drive ahead of me, I'm going to go ahead and cut you guys off here. And we're going to put some miles down. Good morning, everybody. So, unfortunately, yesterday, I had to park here at the TA in Dallas, Texas. And they charge $30 a night to park here. Only accept cash, or you have to buy 60 gallons of fuel, spend at least $30 in the store, $30 in one of the 3 fast food restaurants they have, or spend at least $50 in the shop. Regardless, in order for you to park, you have to spend money. Which is ridiculous. I'm getting ready to pull up to the guard shack here. And I'm going to have you on both cameras to record the interaction. I have a receipt for $34 at Taco Bell. Yes, I bought way more than I ever need. But to meet their requirements, that's what I had to do.
Turn at the first right. Turn at the first right.
All right, so they're going to accept it. As I said in one of my Facebook posts yesterday on the page, this is one of the reasons
Turn at the first right.
that I do not give Travel Centers of America or Petro any business unless I have no choice.
Turn left on Port Boulevard, then turn left.
It is
First left onto Port Boulevard.
one thing if you are having a minute amount of reserve parking, paid parking,
Turn at the
Or-
first left onto Bonnie View Road.
like a lot of small travel centers do, you're charging $10. Keeping the lot clean, keeping it maintained. That's one thing. What are you doing? Right turn signal on to turn left.
.3 miles ahead, turn left on Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway I-20 service.
Excuse me. So, when it comes to a smaller travel center, if they charge $10 to park and they've got a relatively clean lot, I have no problem with that. But you take this Travel Centers of America, for example, in Dallas, Texas, they're charging $30 a night to park, and that's even if you're not in a reserve spot, which if you go to a reserve spot, that's an additional $35, just saying. And that does not qualify to spending at least $30 in the store. So if you buy a reserve spot, you still have to pay the $30 in cash.
Turn at the first left onto LBJ Freeway.
Turn left on Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway I-20 service.
And then they have these other stipulations for you have to spend at least $30 in the store, at least $50 in the shop, buy at least 60 gallons of fuel, or spend $30 at one of the 3 fast food places they've got, which was a Pizza Hut Express, a Taco Bell Express, or Burger King.
.3 miles ahead, take ramp to I-20 West Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway.
That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Take ramp to I-20 West Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway.
Left onto I-20.
Now we're on our way to our shipper. I showed up yesterday. Admittedly, 8 hours before my appointment time, but I couldn't get a straight answer as to whether or not they would take me until I checked in.
Take exit 454, then right on I-26 west.
And, well, got there and I was told, nope, you're way too early. You're gonna have to turn it around, come back. They wanted me back at 10 o'clock last night. Hours of service wouldn't allow that. So I wound up having to take the full 10. I called their office this morning, told them the scenario, and they're like, yeah, we shouldn't have any problems. Go ahead, come on in. 15 miles away. I'll be there within the next 30 minutes. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and cut off here, and we'll get over there and go from there. Good morning, everybody. It's not cold out here. It's just this is the only weather gear I've got. We are in Kinloch, Missouri, which is not too far from St. Louis. We're currently under a severe thunderstorm watch, and it's a little wet out here if you haven't been able to tell. He is not thrilled, like, at all. Maybe if I get lucky, I'll get some of this lightning that's going on around me. It's a regular lightning storm out here. But yeah, he's had a rough night. Hey, look at that, a duck. One solitary duck. But yeah, we had a tornado touchdown somewhere around here yesterday. I managed to get a picture of the storm. The sky was definitely green. Not necessarily a fun night for us, because the truck was rocking. He's not thrilled with me. Oh, he doesn't like the rain. But he's terrified of thunderstorms, fireworks, any kind of big booming sound. I'm gonna take that. So yeah, last night was pretty rough. Although I didn't say last night, I went to bed at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's currently midnight. Big beefy pit bull, 4-bull mix. And, he was shaking like a leaf most of the night. So yeah. Maybe next week is not going to help make the rain go away, bud. Alright, I'm gonna get him back in the truck and we're gonna hit the road. We gotta go to Kansas City, pick up a load, take it over to McLean as a shag load. And then from there, it looks like they got me going up to Lockburn, Ohio to drop off a load of Suave soap. And now he's going to be indignant that I made him get wet. Hirsch, hey. Yeah, look at that face. He is not thrilled with me.